Current Land Commissioner Republican Patrick Lyons can't run for re-election because of term limits. So next week, voters will either elect a newcomer or a familiar face to the office. Republican candidate Matthew Rush is hoping to bring a unique perspective to the office of Land Commissioner.
One thing that we're going to do different is 95% of the money's from one industry, the oil and gas industry. We have got to diversify that portfolio. We've got to look at other revenue streams so that if oil and gas goes down, it doesn't hurt the kids of New Mexico and there's other streams of income coming in.
The state of New Mexico owns 9 million acres of land and 13 acres of mineral rights. The job of the Land Commissioner would help build on the relationships between the farmers and ranchers who lease the surface rights of the state trust lands and the oil and gas industry who lease the mineral rights.
95% of the money that comes into this office comes from the oil and gas industry. 95% of the work comes from the farm and ranch industry. You need to understand the ag industry firsthand, and that's my background, that's my experience. For 8 generations, my family's been farming and ranching, and so I know the industry. It's personal to me and to my family. And when you're dealing with millions of acres of land and farmers and ranchers that lease these lands, you need to understand and have a personal knowledge of what these guys are going through and what they are in turn doing for the state trust lands.
Democratic candidate Ray Powell previously held the position of Land Commissioner and hopes to return accountability to the office.
Well, having been Land Commissioner for 10 years, Carlos, I have traveled the state many times, and I know the community leaders, and I've been going from community to community in our 103 communities and 33 counties, reintroducing myself, because so much of the work of the land office has to do with collaboration and cooperation, finding ways to work together with people to create opportunities that generate revenues for our school kids, but help those communities really meet the vision they have for themselves.
The state land office generates $500 million a year to help fund hospitals, public schools, and universities in New Mexico, lifting financial burden from taxpayers.
And I brought the first wind turbines into New Mexico during my last tenure with Florida Power and Light. And I'm excited about getting that renewable energy to complement the non-renewable while we take care of the very special people that are connected to the land. They're growing food, paying taxes, taking care of the health of the land. It's all built together. It's not one group pitted against another group.
If elected to the office of Land Commissioner, both candidates agree the first term will be a busy one as they look for ways to help create jobs around the state. For KRWG, I'm Carlos Correa.